Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome to my very first career mode on FIFA 23. We're doing a bit of a short one just while, the game's just been released. There's bound to be a few glitches because we know what EA Sports FIFA are like. So we're going to sort of test out the game a bit. Probably only going to be a one season career mode this, but we're doing it with Barca, of course, a very prestigious club who are in a bit of a pickle. Obviously doing all right in real life, but since the loss of Messi, things have been a bit, how you going? So, yeah, it's going to be a very, very exciting career mode, I'm sure, and I don't see a need to beat around the bush. We're going to get straight into it. I'm going to be sort of analysing the squad first up. I haven't really fitted around with FIFA 23 that much, so it's just going to be nice to, get a feel of where the squad's at. So, I think we should start with the man up top, Lewandowski, the man who is obviously getting on a bit in age, but in terms of one season career mode, he's bound to score goals for us and he's bound to not go anywhere. I mean, you could sell him for a decent fee, but given he's 33, his value's not that great, so there's no real point. He's 91 rated, 91 shooting is quite appetizing, so I'm not really looking to shift him on, I will be honest. Um, so yeah, in terms of a starting striker, Lewandowski is obviously staying. The man who was robbed of two Ballon d'Ors in his career is going to be starting up top for us, no doubt about that. On the wings, we've got Ansu Fati and Ousmane Dembele. Now, somehow Dembele does not have the injury-prone trait in this FIFA, so he's obviously a good player without that injury-prone status. He's got five-star skills, five-star weak foot, 87 dribbling, and 93 pace. Is ridiculous. But I'd honestly prefer to start Rafinha. Now, I know he's not much slower than Dembele and not much worse at dribbling and stuff, but I used him in the Leeds career mode in FIFA 22 before we had to shift him on. He was immense. He was absolutely incredible. So he's probably going to have that starting spot. Ansu Fati, we're kind of doing what Real Madrid have done in the last few years, how they've had Rodrigo and Vinicius take over the Bale-Ronaldo sort of winger partnership, and they've had the youth dominate the winger spots. I was kind of going to go with that. Obviously, Rafinha out for Dembele, but, both being 25, they're both not like super duper young, so I want to shift one of them on, and I can't really decide who, I'll be honest. So for now, I actually think I'm going to have Batty on like the bench, and I know that kind of sounds crazy, but I'm actually looking to start Rafinha over Dembele at the moment. That might change. I'm just not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do with Dembele, Fati, and Rafinha. They're all wingers that I want to use. I also am looking at bringing one in to sort of strengthen that, support for Lewandowski, because as much as these three are all like very good players, I don't know if they're quite at that level. I want to win La Liga. I'd love to win the Champions League as well. I mean, it would be incredible if we could do that. But in terms of wingers, we can kind of revisit that. The midfield, in terms of Pedri and De Jong, that partnership doesn't need to be touched. It's this lad that I'm not a fan of. I'm looking at that 42 pace, and I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan. Busquets is supposed to be a really good passer of the ball. He's got 79 passing in this game. He's got one stat above 80, which is defending, and he's playing in the midfield, which isn't the most important thing to have as a midfielder. What does he do? Like, what is the point of keeping him around? Honestly, I'd rather give game time to players like Gavi. I'm not sure if that's how you say his name. He's obviously very young. He's my age, which is ridiculous. He's getting game time for Barcelona, and he's my age. That just shows how much of a sad kid I am. But obviously, it doesn't mean that we need to do anything to Busquets. We can just swap him out for Kessie. He's obviously a very, very solid DM who is so well rounded with those stats. He's actually got a bit of pace about him. His defending statistics are literally the same as Busquets. He's better physically. He's just better at everything pretty well. Obviously, except for passing, but I don't really care. He'll do a better job there in DM than Busquets will, and I could shift Busquets on. In terms of the defense, it's a car crash, I'll be honest. I'll have Koundé in there, obviously. Jules Koundé is a great defender. I'm looking at 84 pace, and I'm licking my lips. Because he's in my team. If I was a striker, I'd be crapping myself looking at that. I'm very, very glad he's in the team. Christensen, good in real life, not as good in FIFA. I'll probably shift him on because we have Araujo on the bench. Again, I'm not sure how you say it, his name. Jordi Alba at left back. He looks like an absolute frat boy in that picture. 85 rated. He's not bad. He's not exactly a position I really need to upgrade. Unlike Hector Bellerin, who I think, could probably go on the bench. Sergio Roberto probably go somewhere else, like out of the club is what I'm saying, and get a new right back in. I think my priority is a right back and a starting winger. Ter Stegen's obviously fine. He'll stay. Depay is a great backup attacker. Fati's going to get some game time. The Fat Man. The Fat Man, what a name. In terms of Gavi, I do want to get him involved quite a lot. I don't see him starting over De Jong or Pedri, but time will tell. He could impress me more than them two. But keep in mind, Pedri has a rating of 85, and he's 19 years of age. That's incredible. So he's obviously going to get the start over Gavi, but again, like I said, he probably will get some game time. We have a man down here, Ferran Torres, who, I'll be honest, I don't see a place for him in the team given our current options. In saying that, I just don't know. When I was talking about those three wingers, I already have a headache of who I want to use because I've got my eye on someone else to bring in. I've just realized that I have Ferran Torres as well. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I seriously don't. I guess for now, we put Torres in the starting XI. And now I'm torn again. And we're only a few minutes in. Do I start Dembele or Rafinha? I think I start Dembele. I don't see why I wouldn't. I do want to keep Rafinha around. He's going to get really unhappy if I don't play him, won't he? So in terms of a backup fullback, I could probably have someone like Hector Bellerin sitting on my bench, and then he could potentially, back up either of my fullbacks. And then we could sort of do something like this. So then we're filled with attackers on the bench. We have some midfield options, a player that can play midfield or fullback. But then again, if I want a player that can play midfield or fullback, I do need to bring in, out Hector Bellerin, sorry. So I've got Araujo here who can play centre back or right back. So it's good to know that he can come on at right back if needed. I might make Sergio Roberto able to play left back or something like that to sort of even it out. Just to have options on the bench, if you see what I'm saying. In terms of backups here and there, we've got this guy Balde. He's 18 years of age. He's still quite young. I think I'm going to keep Alonso around just to rotate in and out of the squad. Gerard Piqué I'll probably sell because we've got Eric Garcia as a backup player down here in the Rezzies. Apart from that, we've got some Deadwood here and there. I don't really care about that. A new backup goalkeeper would be something I'd look at, but right now I just want to sort of take it one step at a time because the transfer window is open. I'm not going to be looking to do huge revamps or anything, but I am looking to, again, bring in that winger. I just don't know who to start and where to start them. I really don't know. But again, I'm looking at that winger, probably going to bring one in. Dembele can fight for a starting spot. Fati and even Rafinha, they can all fight for a starting spot. In terms of my captain, it's quite obvious it's going to be Jordi Alba. That's the team. So we've got some experience. We've got some youth. We've got some players that are in their prime. And yeah, I mean, it's all looking nice and juicy here at Barcelona. But again, I think I'm going to go and shortlist a few wingers. So in terms of these two wingers that I've shortlisted, obviously we've got very, very different players. We've got Heung-min Son, who is obviously the better player right now. He's in his prime. Obviously, by the end of this first season, he won't probably have regressed or anything. He'll do more for us in a one-season career mode. I did shortlist Mikel Oyarzabal, but he's left-footed. He's not got 4-star anything. Son's got 4-star, 5-star. Son's just a better all-round player. I know Oyarzabal's Spanish, but he just doesn't look like a player I'd be terribly keen on using. He doesn't look terribly quick either. Maybe in another career mode. I'm not feeling him, to be honest. Also, I'd rather my left winger be right-footed, and in terms of my left wing spot, would I rather, have Ferran Torres or Ansu Fati, that my two right-footed wingers, start on the left? Probably not over either Rafinha or Dembele starting on the other side. So I could bring both of these guys in to play right wing and then to play left wing, but I'm going to pass up on that. I don't even think I'd have Oyarzabal as a backup option, to be honest. Son is probably going to cost... Wow, he's going to cost quite a while. Now, it says their asking price is 130 mil already. That's a new one. I've not really seen that. Do I go in for him now? I'm gonna wait a bit. I'm gonna wait a bit. You know, a few things could happen. I could get some offers, but I am gonna transfer list a few people. I'm still kind of getting used to the new menu and all that sort of stuff. I am gonna transfer list a few people. I didn't even realize how many guys we've got out on loan. Jeez Louise. Hang on. Serginho Dest is out on loan. Do I just recall him and then put him on the bench? It's a bit of a weird thing to do, but I'm just gonna do that. Why would I not? Serginho Dest, yeah, welcome back, mate. I'm going to give him the number 24 because I think that's what he had when he was at Barca. I could be wrong. I'm very anal about the numbers. I think he will probably pick up on quickly. I don't like Christensen having the number 15. I'll give him the number 44. That's highly insulting. I do apologize. Anyway, don't really care, to be honest. Busquets, I am going to put up for sale. I just don't see myself using him off the bench. There's no point in really being here. In terms of shortlisting wingers, I'm going to keep Dembele around. I love the idea of him playing for us. Ansu Fati has the number 10. I did not know that. That is ballsy. Wow. Torres could probably start for us if we were doing a few more seasons, but we're not. So, Depay we're going to put on a development plan as a backup striker because, well, he's our backup striker. So it would be nice if he had... you know, some striker qualities. And where is it? It's right here. 158 weeks. Yeah, that's going to take a while. It's probably because he's 28. It's going to take him longer. It doesn't really matter, but I would like to, you know, have him on his development team. Sergi Roberto, I'm going to transfer list. He's 30 years of age, and if we've just brought back Dest, there's no point keeping him around. Do I keep the number 10 for Ansu Fati? That's crazy. I did not know he got the number 10 shirt for Barca. I did not realize. That is unbelievable. I'm sorry, little man. I am truly sorry. Can I take it off him? The number 10 shirt, let's not forget, this is worn by Lionel Messi. Okay. When Torres goes, Son will get the number 11. I'm giving Fati number 17. If you want that changed, let me know. But I can't have him. I can't have him on the number 10. I just can't. It's too soon. He's like 18, 19, something like that. So I have 7 items in my inbox. How do I go to my inbox? This is very interesting, this new menu layout. I'm sure I'll get used to it soon. Notifications. Do I just click it in? There you go. Dest returns from loan. Here's all the crap that no one cares about at the start. All right. Let's again simulate a few days forward. We have training. I have to do training. Give me a sec. So I'm part of the way through my training, and we've got a transfer offer for Sergio Roberto. It says we can get up to about 17.5 million for him from Bayer Leverkusen. Obviously, I'll try and negotiate. The more I can get, the better, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm not too worried, if I'm honest. We've got 3 mil on our weekly budget of wages. They don't really have anyone I'd want to take from them. Obviously, everyone wants Florian Wirtz, but I'm not really after a midfielder. Fullbacks, Jeremy Frimpong's good. Centre-backs, Tapsoba and Jonathan Tah are 2 quality defenders. But they won't give them up. They don't have enough depth in those positions. We'll go up to 17.5, like recommended. And they've ended it there. What? I asked for 1.8 million more than what they offered, and they stormed out. I have never, ever seen that before. That is broken. Okay. Found our first bug. It said we can ask for 17.5 mil, and they stormed out when we asked for 17.5 mil. That makes no sense. Okay. See, this is why I didn't want to do our big career mode, whatever that may be, because, I mean, that sort of shit happens. And it looks like I've actually played all the... No, I haven't. I played one of them in here. What is going on? Anyway, I'll get back to training. I'll speak to you in a bit. So another offer has come in for Sergio Roberto. Still got more training to do, unfortunately. They've offered Nico Williams, who is obviously a very good young player, younger brother of Iñaki Williams. I'm going to negotiate, try and just get like 16 mil or something. If they walk out for that, I mean, Christ above EA. I will remove the exchange player and up this to 16 million pounds. I mean, they should accept that realistically. And okay, they're going to agree to 16 mil. I'm happy to let Sergio Roberto go for that. I think 80 rating is very generous for him anyway. So he'll probably be off to Athletic Club, given that they're a Spanish team that shouldn't break down, really. And an offer for Sergio Busquets from RB Leipzig. Very interesting. 23.4 mil. Not really bothered about that. I'll accept that any day of the week. Righto, so clearly the Sergio Roberto transfer broke down, unfortunately. We've got a few offers here. Busquets is gone. Obviously, he's been at Barca a hell of a long time. He's a bit of a club legend, but he's just not going to be useful in this career mode. We have a loan offer for Balde, which I'm willing to delegate. I'm not looking... Oh, you can loan with option to buy. Send him out on a one-year loan. You can buy him for whatever you want, mate. It doesn't worry me. I'm not going to be keeping him around. Again, it's probably going to be like a one-season career mode. I just want it to go through, to be honest. Dest is going to stay. Alba's the captain. He's going to stay. Sergio Roberto. I'll accept the one from Frankfurt. And then the one from Mario Rui, we can negotiate to, say, 16 million as well. That will be a pretty good price, I reckon. Again, it's the one we agreed on with Athletic Club. I don't know why that one broke down with Athletic Club, but Napoli might be getting him at this point. So, yeah, there's all those little offers dealt with. I'm waiting on one for Torres at the moment. I don't know why we haven't got one yet. Hopefully we get one sooner rather than later. So, since selling Busquets, we now have Kessie. Obviously, I sort of put him in the starting lineup. I'd rather him play. Obviously, I'd rather him to Busquets, but I've kind of got Kante here. He cost a fair amount, but not like as much as I thought, given the fact that he's 31 years of age. So say we blow 60 million on him, we then have about 90 mil left. Would that be enough for Son realistically? It probably wouldn't. I mean, we have 185 million. We could probably afford both, especially if we sell someone like wait, why does it say we can view the offer? We've already accepted it, you dumbass. We can potentially, sort of make up for that lost money with the sale of Torres. So that could be something interesting. Let's sort of simulate through this. I don't know what I'm doing with this freaking menu. Let's get through this first preseason match. I know how to play match. The new playable highlights thing, I'm just not really keen on using, to be honest. I'm going to fix up the team and obviously simulate it. It is a preseason game, so of course I'm going to. I'm going to bring Araujo in. I'm going to bring in Gavi, and I'm going to bring in Depay, because why the frick not? I wish that in Sims, it would, bring in a bunch of substitutes, because you can do that in preseason. It makes a bunch of subs, but unfortunately, we've lost 1-0 to Kerala Blasters, whoever the frick they are, and we made 2 subs the whole game. That is incredibly funny. Hopefully, that's not a sign of things to come, but if it is, then we're totally screwed. We do have something in our inbox. Is it something for... it's a De Jong transfer offer. 95 plus Eriksen. That's a crazy deal. But I would be crazy to also accept that, because Frankie De Jong is the future of FC Barcelona, of course. I don't really know whether I'm supposed to, just go in for... I'm going to mute the game in case I get copyrighted. Am I watching like a 2007 high school movie or something? Yeah, there's me, Xavi. Some random geezer that looks like he's from the pub from down at Coventry. That was us kicking Sergio Roberto out. That's so funny. Apparently, it was a bad negotiation. I could have made 700k more profit. I tried that, and the guy stormed out the freaking window. What does Jordi Alba have something to do with this? What the frick is that? That is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life of living. Christ above. Okay. Anyway, our next game is against Roma. How much do we have in the bank after that? We've got 200 mil to work with. I think we should just go in for Son and what's his face? And Kante. I'm gonna prioritize Son. I think I should just go for it. You know, first signing I usually don't make in the first episode, but I'm gonna make it in the first episode. I don't really care. Obviously he's not gonna be cheap. I could potentially offer Ferran Torres here, actually. He's worth 42 mil. I'd rather the fat man than Torres, to be honest. So I'm gonna put Torres in with, let's say, let's be realistic here. Let's go like 60 mil. 42. Yeah, let's go 65 mil. Plus Ferran Torres. Okay. Okay, he's just accepted that. I'm actually going to take that. Antonio Conte's accepted that. That makes me kind of think, oh, I could have got him for a bit less, but it's going to make me feel a bit uncomfortable, so I'm not going to think about that. 65 mil plus Ferran Torres, that's roughly worth like 105, 110 mil, give or take, that deal. So obviously he's going to be a crucial first-team player. Son is going to make this team ridiculously good. Doesn't really matter. I'll get him on 4 years anyway. No release clause. That's what we like, even though in Spain I think you have to have one. Frick me, I have to offer his salary. Okay, let's offer what he's on now. Or 190. Let's offer almost what he's on now. 350k additional. Okay, he's asked for a return. That's fine. 1.8 million pound signing bonus. I'm happy to give him that. There you go. He signs for under 200k a week. We've signed Heung-min Son. We've signed this world-class winger, and there he is, getting the photos, the autographs on the ball, and all that sort of stuff. I like that. That's a nice little graphic. I will mute the game just because copyright. Again, you just don't know with EA. Look at him go, getting his medicals. This is a great little cutscene. I do assume that it's going to get a bit old. But I do like how they've added this. I think they've tried, EA. They've tried. He's got the number 10. That will not last long. He will have the number 11 shirt. He does not look very good in a Barca kit. It's not something that I can really see as something terribly awesome or terribly permanent or realistic is what I'm trying to say. Again, I got an A. Oh, no, I got a B. Okay. A B for that. Sure. So that does tell me that I got a good rating for that. There you go. So I've upgraded him on 10. On 10 overall. So we've just signed Heung-min Son. Who knows how Barca can afford it. We've got 135 mil left. You know, that's awesome. Roberto has officially gone, as we saw. I can't help making substitutes. You know, I've been told to make substitutes when you're the one that's supposed to be making the subs, you dickhead. Anyway. Let's put Son in the squad and give him his correct number. I won't sign Kante just yet. I think I'll wait for some feedback. Maybe I might just sign him in the next episode regardless. Who knows? But yeah, Heung-min Son gets the number 11 shirt. That's what we like. There's not really anything else to do. I guess I could simulate this one against Roma. Let's just save the file real quick. I'm liking the look of the squad. Having Heung-min Son in there already just makes us so much stronger. And if we have Kante in there, he's just going to, I guess, be the icing on the cake, if you will. He will really just strengthen our squad to that next level. Son's obviously in there already. We're looking good. We're looking very good. Actually, I do need to bring Serginho Dest to the bench. And who else goes there? I guess for now, I'll just put Alonso. Oh, no, I'm going to have a midfielder, so I'll just put some random guy there for now. And yeah, we'll get this game against Roma done. And I guess I'll just finish off the preseason tournament because we don't need to spend too long on it. It's not very important, really. Um, I'll take out a few of the first team boys. I'll put Alonso in. I'll put PK in. I'll put Dest in. I'll put Carbonell in. And Son will make his preseason debut. Hopefully, we actually get a win this time, and we get a 3-3 draw. Son with a debut goal, and Spinazzola scored. Rashford and I was about to say Dybala, but he actually signed in real life. But Rashford signed for Roma. That's incredible. Yeah, Lewandowski with a brace. That's always nice and good. So we need a win to qualify for the knockout stage of the preseason tournament in our final preseason group game. We have some notifications. A Garcia transfer offer. They've offered Soyuncu. Doesn't matter. I'm going to keep Garcia. He's going to be a rotational player. He might get some minutes. I'd rather him to Gerard Piqué. Yeah, in terms of who I'm going to play in the team. We have a training day. And yes, I should have. Yes, A's for all. That was a bit retarded, that graphic. Let's get into this final game. We have Milan. Hopefully we don't do too bad, sorry. I'll just play the first team, see if we can get through, hopefully relatively comfortably. And we win 2-1. Lewandowski in the goals again, and Bellerin with a goal. Rafael Leao scored, but we came back and got that 2-1 win. So that's always nice. We've won that game, and I think that means that we are through to the knockout stage of the preseason tournament if my Xbox decides to load. And no, we're not, unfortunately. Okay, it is what it is. But that's going to do it for this first episode, unless we get some transfer offer, which we don't. All right, so we're a week out from our first La Liga game. I don't know who it's against, actually. I think it was either Sevilla or Athletic Bilbao, and it's Sevilla. Okay, that's going to be a very tough match. But no, I'm very much looking forward to kicking off the gameplay side and aspect to this career mode. I'm sorry if the first episode was a bit boring, but we did sign Heung-min Son for a valuation of about 105 mil, which is nice for us. So yeah, very much looking forward to trying him out in a Barcelona shirt and ultimately playing some FIFA 23. But I want to thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you didn't, feel free to dislike. Subscribe to the channel, that would be much appreciated. And apart from that, I'll see you in the next video.